We good?
Yeah.
All right, guys. What's up? My boy
P. Diddy, what's cracking?
Daniel Carey.
Daniel Scary Carey. We
Call
got
me
our
Wonder
boy
Boy.
Wyatt Chode.
That's
boy.
the name, baby.
Wyatt Goad.
Yeah, I'll scoot over a little bit. We got your boy Tyler Skis. We've been away for a little bit. We all had some fights coming up. We actually all four fought on the same night finally. It was great.
It was
We'll
awesome.
start real quick. My fight was first. Tried to cut off my foot to get out of it. Didn't get out of it. Still got in there.
I'll post the video soon of him getting stitches in his toe.
No numbing stuff. She forgot
Wow.
it.
Bad.
And then it cut on the week. It cut back open like 2 or 3 days right before the
He's
fight.
mad, man.
So real quick, what happened? I was working, had a big scrape with a blade on it. Was being dumb. Put my foot near what I was cutting. It slipped with a lot of my weight behind it. Boom on my big toe. We're all good though. Got in there for the fights. My fight was a kickboxing match. I'm now 3-0. Fought a guy named Gabriel Blaine. Went well. Just 30-foot cage is a blessing for me. I moved a lot, stayed out of the way, didn't get hit much, and it was just a clean performance for me.
Now, I will say, I know I just cut him off here, but he cut his toe like a week or 10 days before it. He was on antibiotics, sitting, getting fat on the couch. Gets off the couch and goes just hands this dude an ass whooping.
The whole
for
time
3
he's
rounds.
begging Coach to let him fight.
And this guy has the guy that he fought had a fight the whole time. He had like 2 or 3 people back
That's
there.
right.
This isn't us talking shit on the guy.
Yeah.
The guy's actually a stud.
Yeah,
but just to
athlete,
explain how
for
good
sure.
his kickboxing is,
Yeah.
dude,
Hey, that 30-foot cage,
You look
bro.
great.
Oh,
It did.
beautiful.
he looked great.
My boy Wyatt Goad fought next. Dude, Wyatt, give us a little rundown of your fight, and then we'll give you our input on it because
Actually, hold up. Before we go about Wyatt's fight, let's introduce Wyatt because we really
Yeah, I
haven't
haven't even
introduced Wyatt.
I-
So I'm gonna stop because
Go
I want to
ahead. You got
introduce
this.
him
You got
because
this.
I
Yeah.
brought him here.
Right.
Technically,
hey, bring
This
introduce your
I like
son.
that.
Introduce
I'm
your
gonna
son.
introduce you guys to my grandchild. All right. Okay, so I
Grandpa.
think this is it was my 4th fight, and this is Wyatt's 2nd fight. And we both were going to fight on the same card, and both of our opponents pulled out like the day before. And I remember Brian, I was coming to cut weight on weigh-in day, and Brian came into the sauna, and he was like, hey, your guys just backed out. You want to fight MMA? Because I think I was supposed to fight kickboxing. I was like, yeah, dude, let's fight MMA. I'm cool with it. Turned out it was this dude right here. Crazy thing was we were already friends on Facebook, which was
For
wild.
like a year.
Yeah, like, I have no idea how
Like,
we're friends on
seriously.
Facebook. No clue.
Wyatt was stalking.
But I introduced Wyatt Goad to this gym by
My fight.
ass whooping.
yeah.
So Wyatt,
No,
Good time.
but he's been here ever since, and he's been kicking butt, and dude, he's really learning. He's
Yeah,
getting
for sure.
really good, dude. I mean, I love the fact that he came down here and trained. I mean, not a lot of people can have that.
bro, he's been training so well that Junior Mays is scared to come in the gym and touch him. It's crazy.
Where you at, Jerry? Where you at?
So Wyatt, how'd your fight go, man? You fought a big dude. Like that dude was just big. Like that. That's the first thing I noticed.
He's
Like,
big and he was tough. I shouldn't have been trying to double leg him. I know I could take that guy down, and wrestling was really, the game plan. I knew I'd make it ugly on the feet and stuff, but he was tough and he took some shots. But after I started landing big, I knew it would only be a matter of time before I got him out of there. And he was really tired from everything that Daniel told me leading up to the fight. I'm going to physically break this dude because he's not going to be able to go as far as I can go because of all the animals I'm training with.
Yeah.
I got you 3 fuckers beat my ass. So, being able to get your ass beat really helps whenever you go train, whenever you go
We
in there
gotta
and
teach
fight.
him about
Yeah,
not cussing.
we gotta put this one on the OnlyFans because it's not YouTube friendly. Alright, anyway,
We knew that
we'll beep it out.
because he's had such hard fights, like his fight with Parker was just a dog
Yeah.
fight. He's had every fight Wyatt's been in, it's been like a knockout, drag out. We're going to see who's tougher.
Knockout, drag out.
Well, you know what I mean.
Knock down, drag out.
So I knew
Yeah.
that this guy doesn't have that experience, so he would probably
sure.
fade in the later rounds, which,
Yeah.
in my opinion, kind of what happened. He
Yeah.
just didn't
It did.
quit going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, we knew that Wyatt
I
definitely
can
had the
tell.
experience on his side.
You can't
That's
outdog
And for sure,
Wyatt.
and like I don't know if it's a family combat thing, but like Wyatt and Mike, I've seen it in all of us a little bit, especially like you 3 right here. Y'all been in like deep water fights. Mike, same thing. Like you've been 5 rounds. I've seen you fucking go deep with guys.
Fuck,
she
best in
said.
the world.
Go deep with okay. But Wyatt literally had his opponent. I've rarely seen it. I can't explain. His opponent was really like this, like breathe.
I think they both did at some point.
Yeah.
to be
I-
honest.
Wyatt
I
didn't
wasn't
put his
gonna-
hands
I
on his
wasn't
knees.
gonna- I
If
wasn't
Wyatt
gonna-
would have put his hands on his knees, me and Parker would have whooped him in the back.
I wasn't gonna.
Like-
Brian was right there, and he would have beat my ass. Yeah, Brian right before the fight told me he said you spit that mouthpiece out 3 times, I'm gonna beat your ass. I was like,
And
He
Right.
no longer has.
He spit it out once. by the
Yeah.
way.
it got knocked.
But Wyatt got the knockout, man. So
Second round.
yeah, it was beautiful, man. And
Kept landing that left hook and that right hand was there.
Against a tough guy. Too.
Yeah.
That guy
He
was.
was tough.
That dude was on his way to the title, dude. He was well on his way. He had a great start to his MMA career.
And before I say something about DC's fight, I got to make my commentary debut. I
He
got to
did really good.
I
He
got to
saved the
commentate for
show.
Unbiased?
DC and Parker. Apparently, I'm biased,
I don't think.
and I'm a casual.
And then he replies on the YouTube channel. I saw that last
I
night.
was
Casual way.
okay,
You're
so
a
real
casual.
quick, I'm gonna let them go. This is probably the last time I talk. We know that's a lie, but the guy commented on the YouTube channel about Parker's fight that it was commentated by biased casuals, and between me and one of the other guys on the commentary team, we've had 20 fights, and the other dude got his ass handed to him. So I was just calling it like I saw it. Like, if you don't want that to be the narrative, then don't get your ass whooped. Anyway, DC.
Mr. Daniel Carey.
Mr. Daniel Scare. We're Eskimo bros. We have shared an opponent.
Yeah, that's right.
we both slept the same guy.
Slightly weird.
It is kind of weird.
Not the first time. Parker's.
I was actually very excited for all of us 4 to be fighting on the same card. And I knew
Oh,
we were
dude,
all gonna
it was
win. I knew we were all gonna win, bro.
It was a fun night, though.
Shit was cool.
DC has a talent where, like, when he's in the back with you before your fight, he's such a G that you won't even know he's fighting. Like, he's there. He's like kind of there for you.
cornering people.
Yeah,
before
he's
his
there
fight.
for you, and then you're like, oh,
Really
DC's fighting. I shouldn't have asked him anything. I asked him. You know, like,
Yeah.
he's definitely there for us, and he went out there and showed what was up.
Put on that show.
Yeah, I mean, he was a tall guy. I think he was 6'4" is what it says on Tapology, and
You can read.
barely.
Or did Ransom tell you?
Branscombe told me.
Does Ransom like read out
Oh,
loud
I
to
thought
you?
you said sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
And my phone has his
You said
app. where
Branscombe.
Oh,
I thought he said
I thought you
Branscombe.
did too. That's why.
Sorry, we're getting
Uh,
off topic. DC's got CTE. What were you
Anyways, he was 6'4", so we were a little worried about his reach, but it wasn't a problem. He couldn't stop my.
saying? What about his reach?
Because he's 6'4", he's a giant.
Show them what I mean.
Yeah, fair enough. I
But
think he's fighting
DC,
a
DC
Yeah.
basically the outlook of the fight. DC was
So
he was so sharp.
And this is nothing against that
He was so
guy
sharp.
at all.
he was just too sharp for that.
It was. I
There's
said.
levels.
I said on the commentary. There's levels to the game, man.
There's
Like, that guy's a beginning pro. I think I fought him back in January, and
Not
he's
bad.
that's his third pro fight, I think, second or third. And he went against DC, who Bellator vet, and has literally scrapped with the best. So
I wouldn't. Out of my third pro fight, I would not want to
No.
fight DC.
Third fight.
my third pro fight, I would fight DC, dude. That's a big weight advantage. Hey, you get one shot to the nuts. You get one more now.
Oh my
I'm
god.
using it too.
There you go.
So DC, do you wanna say something about how you finished it? Because you it was a master class. You
Well,
did what you wanted. You played with him.
Literally in the back, this dude was asking about head kicks. Remember you were asking Rocky?
Oh yeah, I told somebody I was gonna end it with
Yeah,
a head kick.
and it's
but-
literally.
Yeah, that's
He
called
was
it.
in there too. He literally heard.
Yeah, I mean,
what
well,
you
me and him
said.
were talking about how we were gonna beat the shit out of each other. So he was a cool guy. I
Yeah.
got no ill will towards him.
No,
was
DC
cool.
dropped him
It
what
was cool.
2-3 times in the first round, and then
Three times.
Three
in the
times
first.
in the first, and then once in the second, which ended it. It was
Yeah.
a head kick.
it was beautiful, man. Did your knee land, or was it like
It was
right
a
in
knee.
your-
That knee landed too.
It looked like it was your knee landing
Oh,
to his face. You
knocked
threw
him
the
down
kick.
once with a knee.
No, yeah.
I'm
I'm
First
talking about the
knockdown.
knockout.
Oh no, that was fake. That was a kick.
No,
I saw
I
a
got a
kick. I just didn't know if
bruise on
it.
my
Yeah,
shin from
okay.
it.
I didn't know if it got all the way up there. You short hobbit guy.
Well, he was ducking to his right heavily, so I
Yeah.
knew the left kick would land. But yeah, on to Mr.
It was a
P.
fun fight
My
though.
boy P Diddy main event,
What's up?
telling DC where he belongs.
What's y'all? Yeah, had to show the Bellator vet who the real main event is. Right here. No, but
it was just like a turn of the wrist.
look at the wrist.
Noodle arm, dude. We're gonna have to hit the weights more. Look at that.
Look at the wrist.
Is that
Oh,
a normal
man.
motion for you? Like kind of out to the side?
It's more like this. Is what
Definitely going on the OnlyFans.
So basically, my fight was a 15-minute. Basically, I'm not gonna say it was one-sided, but it was pretty much one-sided.
It was pretty one-sided.
I mean, you won all 3 rounds.
He was I think he definitely brought in something.
I mean, he
that I haven't
swept you in
seen
the first
before.
round?
Yeah, he swept me in the first round.
He landed a spinning elbow,
Yeah,
and I think that's it.
He was a bit better than I thought he'd be.
yeah. I mean, he was tough, but I mean, I truly feel like if I did some different things in that fight, I think I would have finished him. But first round, basically, just wanted to feel his strength. I wanted to see what he was like grappling wise, because he was a purple belt for Moeller or whatever. MMA, I think that's what it's called.
What are you talking about? I've seen him at tournaments.
Yeah, and
He's a short.
I really just wanted to see where his grappling is at. So the first round, right off the bat, I rolled under, shot, took him down.
But it was like 6 seconds in, and
Yeah,
I'm
it
sitting there
is
commentating,
straight up.
and then you see the guy flying across the cage, and I was like, well,
First thing you did right off the bat, you level changed.
Yeah.
It looked like.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
So took him down, tried to land a little bit of ground and pound, had a few elbows, had a few punches. Wasn't being super active, but just staying steadily consistent with it. He swept me with about 30 seconds left. It was like a nice flower sweep. It was pretty slick. I was trying to step over and catch his back, but right as I was trying to step over, he caught me in a perfect timing and got on top of me. Second round, I tried to strike a little bit more, and then
You landed some good head kicks, didn't you?
yeah. So that was third round.
Yeah, third round.
You didn't
Hey,
play
stop
one
getting
of the
ahead of
second-
it, DC. Come on,
So
man.
I was starting to land striking
All bunches
wise.
together over time. It's hard to...
Look at these guys.
Dude, don't you wish he'd let you talk?
Yeah,
I'm trying to stand up for you, bro. I got you. Both
Come on,
voice
bro.
to the end.
But second round, tried to strike a little bit, and then I landed a knee. He said it hit him in the nuts. I'm not gonna deny that it hit him in the nuts, but I would have
did not hit him in the nuts.
You could see.
I
You're
would have
watching this,
felt
Victor.
it. I would have felt it.
It
My
didn't
kneecap
hit you
hit
in
your
nuts,
cup.
bro.
Yeah.
I don't think
Look,
it hit
We
you.
you
didn't
can
have
see
it
it.
on film.
You
But
can see
Rocky
Cloud-
and you
Either
stopped
didn't
it.
hit him in the nuts, or he has the biggest set of cojones that are up in his belly. Like
Yeah,
they're,
to
he
where
has
it went through
He
his
has a
back.
hernia. Like it's up here.
You can
It's
see
the-
it kinda
like a
pop-
doink, and it, you know.
But yeah,
You can see his
we
back.
were we were working something, and Brian called it out after he got up from the 3 minutes that he was down, and Brian called something, and instead of me doing what I was supposed to do, I just did the second part of the move and just took him straight down. There was supposed to be something before the takedown, but
Brian's like, no, takedown, person, takedown.
yeah, takedown what?
Parker's
I
like, I
shoot,
wrestled shit.
and I shot, took him down, held him down for the rest of the round.
Dominant.
Third round, I came out and I was trying to be long, and I think my third round was definitely my best round.
Yeah.
I was starting to really hit my jab. I was starting to really
Me too.
find my 1-2. My 2 was landing every time I was throwing it, and
Dude, really good
every
angles,
time.
too.
yeah, and I set him up with my favorite combo. I'm not gonna. Can I tell
I
you?
know
Robert
what it is.
Whitaker?
I know what it is.
No,
but-
it is Robert Whitaker, but I call it Steve Wonderboy Thompson. But it's
Oh, that-
Wonderboy's favorite combo. It's 1-2 head kick, but follow the kick with the cross, and caught him right on the dome piece, and
Twice.
he was tough, dude. I will not deny his toughness because I swear I hit him freaking.
They were
way-
clean
Those
kicks.
head kicks should have put him
Yeah.
away.
But it was a fun fight. I learned a lot about myself. I think that was my first 15-minute pro fight. I've had 15-minute amateur fights like 3 or 4 times. So it was a fun fight. I loved it. I had a lot of fun. I can't wait to get back in there.
What do we got coming up, guys? Anybody know anything for sure? You going to jiu-jitsu tonight?
No, but my wife is.
We don't care about that. This is Cage Talk with the boys.
Ransom, we love you. Good luck this week.
Oh, January 14th. I'm fighting. Wyatt's fighting.
I think we're all trying to fight.
These guys are in the air at the moment.
I mean, usually, I
Brian
don't get a fight till
finds-
last
yeah,
minute.
Brian
And
2
finds
days
this-
before.
Yeah, Brian.
I
finds
usually
us
have to
like
injure
last
myself before I get a fight, so I'm sure I'll stumble down some stairs or something and get some D1 wrestler, you know?
I'll injure him. Then we get him a fight.
Why don't, oh, no, hey, why I hurt my shoulder today? I'm going to get a fight. Here we go. Let's
But
go.
here, let's talk about a few of the UFC changes and titles.
Hold
So-
up.
Okay, let's
Can we say the first thing that just happened this last weekend? And
I know
just,
what you're gonna say.
the judging.
Dude, what is going
Like,
on? No, okay, this is a
Sean O'Malley,
every week.
Sean O'Malley got the win over Piotr Jan, which I get it. There's some people that break it down and say Sean won. You know, he did good in the
But
third
if
round.
Sean's not a superstar, he doesn't win that fight.
100%. And then we got, oh, dude, this one's not a bad judging call. Broke my heart, though.
Patty.
Doug Nasty.
Oh, that
Losing the
Yeah,
fight.
that's-
Losing the fight, yeah.
I really wish he wouldn't have came out and said he had the flu. I understand that's probably a
Me
big
too.
part of that.
That's some
But
shit.
you know how people jump on stuff like that when
Yeah.
you say,
No
oh, this is
excuses.
my reason.
No excuses.
It's like, bro, once you step in that cage, I just,
You're
excuses.
100% once you step in that.
Yeah,
cage.
you can't say, and no dog in Bryce. I love Bryce. I would love to train with him, have him
Yeah.
come down here with us sometime.
Mhm.
Like, we all look up to dude. We want to be on the same card with him. We want to have an Arkansas card with all the
Dude, we
Bryce.
talk about it all the time.
All the
like
time.
how one day we're gonna be up in that Little Rock Stadium.
You know,
It's
TJ
gonna be-
Brown.
TJ
Bryce,
Brown,
AJ.
and we're gonna be main card in that event.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, it's going to be beautiful.
seriously. Like,
But-
so Bryce Mitchell, if you ever watch this video,
We love you,
bro, come down here.
Hey, so
Serious.
excuses
TJ Brown,
aside,
you too, bro.
Shut up, bro.
I both.
We'll meet you up.
I know y'all have a good thing going down there, but y'all don't have dudes like us. I'm sorry, you just don't. You don't have young, hungry
I'll
dudes
go
that
body for body with y'all.
We're
bro.
coming.
we'll
I'll go
come
body
every
body.
single round.
Yeah,
and we'll
hey,
give you that work.
Hey, and it ain't nothing like you gotta move down here. Like, bring your boys down here, cross train with us. We'll come up there, cross train with y'all.
100%.
That goes for really any high level dude. Like, we got
Around
high level
here,
dudes
bro.
here. Y'all got high level dudes where you're at. Hit us up, man. We're all iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
And then Patty.
It was a close fight.
It was very close.
You can't say it was a massive robbery.
So,
but
I
you
saw
can say it was a robbery.
Patty was doing a lot of work with his elbows and knees in that last round, but dude just had so much control and 2 takedowns, man. I had to give that dude 1 and 3.
Yeah, Gordon.
Yeah, I gave Gordon the fight. Like, me watching the fight, in that moment, I said Gordon won.
Yeah.
But I watched, like, I literally said, I think Patty's going to win. Just
You know how it is.
And
You know how
Ankalaev
it is.
won that fight.
Ankalaev won that fight.
Ankalaev
Without
won
a
that
doubt.
fight.
Okay,
Granted,
yeah.
he was about to get finished, but he won
I
that
ain't
fight.
seen
And
that
tell
one.
me
I didn't
this.
watch that one.
Tell me if
I
anybody
didn't
hasn't seen the
About
fight,
it.
which I wasn't gonna watch it
Patty,
because
Patty.
I wanted to see Yuri versus Glover.
Yeah.
What does Jan have in
No,
his
I
ankle
haven't seen
sleeves?
Patties.
Bro, I think if you want, I think he had
He had some metal in
what's,
his ankle sleeves, bro. It had
was it
to.
vibranium? Is that what Captain America's shield's made of?
Yeah, I
'Cause
think so.
he had something in his ankle sleeves. Because did you see?
Every time
see
he hit, it was
Ankalaev's legs? Bro,
Purple.
but how did? There's one judge, Sal D'Amato, who is.
The only one that
He should be in a nursing home. He shouldn't be reffing, so I don't care how old he is. That dude's senile. But he's the only
Reffing or
one
judge?
that ref right.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, he was a
He
judge.
shouldn't be doing it.
He was a
either.
judge.
But
Just go straight to
but-
the nursing home.
yeah, how is he the only one that gets the right call? That Ankalaev 10-8'd Blachowicz in the last round. He 10-8'd him.
Took him down with the first 20 seconds.
And held him. He
the
had
whole
11
round.
minutes and 20 seconds of control time in the last 11 minutes and 20 seconds, and he got a 10-9 in the last round. Except Sal D'Amato gave him a 10-8, which was right. I hope you see this, Sal.
And that's the thing, like, I've noticed this. This is not just UFC. This is in every
That's
It's
aspect.
terrible.
show.
That's what I was
Every
about to say.
aspect of martial arts is
Michael
getting
Corvus
ruined
got
by
robbed.
Judges,
by
man.
judges.
There needs-
Michael Corvus
bad.
got robbed.
100.
ladies
Our
and
boy
gentlemen.
fought a few weeks ago, and
4-1 got
obviously we're gonna be a little biased, but we're probably one of the few gyms that, like, if our boy comes back after a loss and he's like, I
We're
think I
gonna
won
tell
that,
him
we'll be
what.
like, no, homie.
I've
you
had
didn't.
times
No, that
where
Michael fight
I've
was
had times
ridiculous.
where our guys have won the fight, and I would walk up to Brian right after the fight and be
You
like,
didn't win.
he should have not won that fight.
And Brown will say the same thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
our-
I won that last fight, and these fuckers were lecturing me on the way home. I'm telling you, we're not biased. And Michael won that fight.
100%, man, and it's starting to stink.
I just love the sport. I just want the sport to have good. I want it to be
Fair.
pure and real and
So
fair.
I have an idea. I have one idea. First off, there needs to be more than 3. Joe Rogan talked about this.
10 judges
But they need to be. They can't all be sitting there around the cage.
in each spot. of the cage.
Separated. Like, no, he was even talking about having them in remote locations,
Are
so
they
the
all
crowd
right? Are the
can't.
judges
The
right
crowd
by each
can't.
And that's what
influence
Big
them.
John was saying is that the
That
crowd influences.
And
Yeah,
10-8
that's
rounds
Yeah.
need to be.
I think.
10-8 rounds need to be more common. Because,
crazy, man.
you know,
Yeah.
you taking the dude down in the very beginning of the round and him not getting up to the last 30
Should've been
seconds.
a 10-8.
Like, that's a. I mean, I get that now the way we look at 10-8s, 10-8s is like you almost murdered somebody. But a 10-8 round means you controlled them and you got close to finishing them. That's not. It does like a 10-7 should be like, oh, they almost died.
And with that being said, round 1, Mike's fight, that should have been a 10-8 against Scotty. All day.
Nobody's seen that fight, so.
Yeah.
So go look up Michael
These people
Forbes,
they should watch.
Scott Loam.
Damn good fight.
It's a good fight. It's a gangster
Good
fight. But man, MMA judging something needs to change. Every sport evolves over time and changes over time. Basketball started with literally a peach basket, and now we have rims and nets, and you can't dunk because of Shaq. So maybe because of Sean O'Malley winning versus Jan, we need to look at the judging. You know,
And
like,
football started off as just leather helmets
Yeah.
and freaking
And they
half
had-
shoulder pads.
and they had less concussions.
Well, you know what?
Well, because they actually learned how to tackle.
Yeah, you didn't want to hit heads.
So, all right, so we'll go through the room, I guess. But if you guys can make a change to MMA, the way the rule set is done, what changes would you make? I'm going to go first. I actually got it.
I have a great
One
one. I'm second.
15-minute round. You go until
Hold on.
someone gets finished. If no one gets finished, it's a draw. One
You go back to
15-minute
old
round.
pride rules?
Dude, I love it.
Well, not one.
You're crazy.
15-minute round. Fuck the 10 and then the 5s after that. I want one 15-minute round. You go until there's a finish. Do away with the judges.
I'm good.
I'm kind of
I
cool with
kinda
that,
like it,
but
but-
I kind of like I like the rounds because I think that's
But I do
where
like
you can
you
go,
agree
you can
on
get to your
I mean,
I
corner.
like it.
Because we
You can
got-
get to your corner
Yeah.
and you can
Whenever I was
really,
fighting Garrett,
you
I
know,
was not worried
access
about
what's
time.
going on. Because
Like, I
sometimes
was
when you're,
clock when I fight.
hey,
My bad.
Bro,
shut
we're
your
in a
mouth.
small ass roof.
So sometimes when you're in a fight and you don't, I mean, you can't see everything when you're in the fight.
100%.
Sometimes your coach is gonna see things that you don't see. So in between rounds, Those are big things. Like, you saw Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman.
Yep.
That's psycho, bro. He went from
You're losing it, champ.
yeah,
You're losing it.
so knocking him out. Like, it was Kamaru Usman was 50 seconds away from retaining his title. Maybe being the GOAT. Who knows?
So what's your change?
So my change is simple.
Just
Which is it's only one difference is one championship. I love how they have knee to grounded opponents and kicks to grounded opponents and headbutts.
Okay.
Do they allow?
Do they do headbutts?
No.
Okay. Well, I'd be cool if you did. If you could
Headbutts
do
would change the game. dude.
knees to the ground and then headbutts. I mean, dude,
I don't want knees
we're
to the
doing
head.
everything, bro.
Okay, knees and kicks to the head though. You start opening up the pride rules. You get more concussion. I understand why they took it
But you'll
away.
finish fights quicker.
I mean, true, but you finish your life quicker too. Wyatt, what do you got to change? Because I have a good one, but I want to hold it. Okay, you don't know.
You go ahead and I'll go after you.
It was actually something that I thought about a while back. I heard somebody talking about it. But like in a street fight, how do you judge if somebody wins a street fight?
Who's on top and who's on bottom?
It's who walks away. And like if me and Parker get in a fist fight, and I'm beating Parker's ass for 10 minutes, and in that 11th minute, he beats the piss out of me.
Okay.
He won the fight. And I'm not saying that the guy that wins the last minute wins the fight, but if two dudes go in a fight, and like
It's about how it
Dan
is.
Henderson's a good example. When he lost, I think it was his last fight, he said if we judged based on looks, you know what I mean, I would have won that fight. I think it was Bisping he beat?
Yeah.
Or no, Bisping beat him.
Yeah, but
And
he was all
Bisping was
cut up.
all messed up, and Hendo looked fine. I understand control time, I understand all these little things, but we're fist fighting, bro. And I understand the technical aspect, but long gone are the days of laying and praying. You know, you've got to do damage.
Yeah.
The guy that does the damage wins the fight. If you do the damage off your back, if you do the damage standing on top of the cage, I don't care. It's who does the most damage I think should win the fight.
So here's my thing. So I'll just go based off. I'm just gonna put myself in the situation. I'm more of like a volume striker.
100%.
So I don't throw with the intent. I mean, sometimes I do, but I don't really throw with the intent to throw hard. I usually throw with the intent to throw fast and to the target.
But your damage builds up the whole fight, and it's a body of damage.
But what if some guy hits me once and cuts me right here, and
Compared to your
I look
body.
way worse than him? Does he win the fight?
Tell me how many
Right.
fights have you had?
Every fight.
You get
Every
cut,
fight.
But you get cut once. But every guy you fight looks like he's been through a meat grinder, because you hit him in the face
Yeah, but so do I.
150,000 times.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
so
but
do
when
I.
he fought Wyatt looked fine.
Yeah, Wyatt looked tired. Yeah, Wyatt
And
looked
he
fine.
was cut up.
I was all
100%.
cut up.
If you just
And
seen
I've
their
completely-
faces,
and I
you would think
completely
that he's
lost.
But when I
completely
say
lost
when
the
I
fight.
say do damage though, like obviously
I got-
we're gonna
I
have
got
to have a
everyone,
talk
guys.
on what damage is, because damage isn't just external damage. When like you and Brian went body shots for body shots, there was no external damage, but who won?
I won.
Exactly.
DC, who won?
He
Hey.
quit. I won.
Exactly.
so a year down the
that's
line,
what I'm
you're still-
getting to. That you're the best one in the gym, and ain't nobody can stand with you. So
Now, if there
that's
was
all
a
I'm
rule-
saying.
if I could-
Hey,
Any
Brian
rule-
Foster, this is the real main
Is that
event right
Henry?
here.
Yep, it's
Is that fucking Henry?
Henry,
Henry!
off there.
Henry!
If there's one rule I could change, man, just no cups. Just keep,
I have to
keep
teach
people in the
class.
balls.
So we're gonna
Eye
have to
gouge,
end it.
pull hair. I'm just kidding. Don't
Okay.
get me wrong.
Thank you
Hey,
guys.
Hey, bro,
Appreciate
look
you
at
guys.
Wyatt's shoes. These are fucking wild.
Hey, no,